movie is starting! Oh! Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Movie is Starting podcast. I am one of your hosts, Jeremiah.
I'm your other host, Chris.
And today we are joined by...
Nick.
Yay! An old, Winter in Construction alum.
Old friend of mine.
Yeah.
Yes, like one time.
We should,
also
Repo the Genetic Opera alum.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shadowcast alum.
Shadow casting 3 shows.
Yeah.
and
if it wasn't for that, we never would have met. So.
No.
And Nick, he was kind enough to join us for our, this season we're doing the Blade franchise, and he was very kind to join us for Blade 2.
Yeah.
And personally, I have to say, I think this one is far superior to the second.
See, I still prefer the first one.
To the first. I
still prefer the first one because I like the story in that one more. Yeah. Because this one kind of recycles it a bit.
But I do like the fact that in this,
but this one visually is more.
Because
interesting.
Yeah, well, and we know why, because this was Guillermo del Toro's second major American release.
Oh!
But I love this one because there is a legitimate threat in this, whereas the first one is just like, oh, he just kills vampires, and this one is like the Reapers, but the Reapers actually pose a threat to Blade,
to everybody.
Nick, what do you like about this movie?
Took a preview watch of this last week because it had been forever since I watched this, and it's like, other than like, oh wow, Guillermo del Toro directed this, and like, wait, this guy's in that guy's in it. It's like I didn't know who these guys were, Norman Reedus, Donnie Yen, whatever. There's like Donnie Yen's like, okay, Ip Man, and I'm one of the forces with me guy.
And I mean, and to be fair, like he was established in overseas, but and I remember thinking that too when we watched this. When me and my friend watched it in the theater, I was just like, God, this guy was a huge star in Asia, and here he is playing just like rando.
Has like one little fight.
Yeah.
And that's it. Same when he was in the Highlander Endgame the year before. And I remember them making a big deal that he was in that as well. They're like, oh, we've got like Hong Kong legend Donnie Yen in the new Highlander movie. It's like, oh, that would be pretty cool for some interesting fight scenes. No, he just
although I think he
sticks his sword in the wall and runs through it with his neck.
Like he choreographed a lot of the stuff too, right?
Yeah. Bitch, you ain't getting my quickening. But now he's a little bit more well known because he was in Rogue One, like Nick said. And
and just played like
John Wick 4.
Yeah, was just in John Wick 4, where he plays another blind character.
Yeah, I see a theme.
Yeah,
he's probably going to be playing that character a lot more now because it sounds like they want to give him a spinoff.
Oh yeah, well, I mean,
we shall see. But anyway, Blade 2.
But yeah, no, this, I remember seeing this in the theater. Actually, I saw all 3 of them in the theater, but I remember this was when I was in college, and I was a big fan of the first one, really, and this one, like I said, blew me away, just with, like you said, the visuals. There is, however, and we will get to it, a notorious
almost
CGI.
as bad as some of the stuff we just saw in The Flash.
Yeah. Notoriously bad CGI, which I always feel that the studio probably forces, like, hey, we have this brand new toy, we want you to use it. And because knowing
you can advertise it being like a special effects spectacular kind of an event.
Yeah. And I mean, knowing how much Del Toro really likes to rely on practical effects, because
it's like an FU.
Yeah. And it's funny. I remember hearing like one of like the TV, it was sort of like little like specials they did on this, and how he talked about like even in interviews, Guillermo del Toro was like the effects in the first movie were shit. They were shit, so I tried to make it better using relying more on practical. Because I mean. And he does kind of have a point where it's like at the time, hey, that CGI in the first movie when they're being incinerated after they get killed looked great. Does not age as well,
They look like Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
I think visually he improved on it. Like I said, I think the story is just kind of recycled for the most part in this one, but. I love the first one so much that like I made an effort to get as many people as I possibly could together to go and see it, including our mutual friend Justin, who I was like, dude, I don't give a shit if you don't like horror movies. You're coming with me to see this. And he's like, but I haven't seen the first one. I'm like, I can fix that for you. And we watched it and he liked it. And then he's like, okay, let's go. But if I remember correctly, he didn't like this one at all.
That's weird.
He was like, the first one's where it's at. The second one I didn't like.
I will say this, like this one I do feel is more horror. Yeah. Also than the
that's
first
Del Toro. But I could talk.
Bull.
Yeah. Del Toro likes his gothic horror stuff. Yeah. So it's got to be in there somewhere.
Yeah.
There was one thing I remember. Like I know, like long ago. This is decades ago now. That that this movie came out. When it came out, I remember feeling that noticing the difference between the primary villain. One of the villains in the main movie versus this one's like, wait, we had like a pretty boy in the first one, but now we got the more of that, the monster, or we got we're not so aesthetically pleasing in the second one. I was like, oh, okay, we're not just going to be pretty vampires this time.
Yeah, we're not doing Twilight.
Yeah.
They definitely don't sparkle in the sunlight.
Well, and I think this is also kind of because at the same time I forget if he had already written it, but there's the what was the series of books that Del Toro wrote about vampires?
Strain.
The Strain, yeah. So because the vampires in that are also very similar.
Yeah.
To the vampires in
the mouth thing that they do,
like because it's more like a worm tongue snake thing,
proboscis,
and just even the look of the idea of like, oh yeah, their hair's falling out, and like
someone really liked his Reaper design,
and I mean I'm pretty sure he got this gig because of Chronos. Because
that's a vampire movie too.
Yeah, which it's a great
twist. It's a twist on a vampire.
Yeah, it's a really good vampire movie. And also considering it was Del Toro's first movie, an amazing film. Again, kind of similar fashion where it's like, oh, the vampires are always kind of white, and once again, it's a bug that he gets bitten by, not a traditional like it's like an insect that turns him into a vampire, as opposed to he was bitten by a bat or whatever.
Yeah, it was that little metal.
Scarab. Yeah. But yeah, I guess.
Shall we get into it?
Let's do it.
All right. So the movie's not really streaming anywhere. Like if you have a subscription service, you have to rent it on like Amazon and Apple TV and all that shit. So if you want to watch this with us, if you don't own a physical copy, you're gonna have to rent it. Yeah. But that's cool too, because
you could probably use other means.
Wesley Snipes needs that money to pay off his
legal bills,
his financial woes.
Yeah.
Yes. We have the movie queued up before the New Line Cinema logo, and we're pressing play now.
Here it comes up. I guess that it's still
look at it being all edgy.
And it still gets me that that New Line is a Time Warner.
Nightmare on Elm Street remake and just ruined it forever.
But like the fact that it's a Warner Brothers movie releasing a Marvel film.
Well, New Line releases the Shazam movies.
Well, that's still under because
I know it's Warner
it's under the banner.
New Line released it for some reason.
Yeah.
The AOL Time Warner reminds me. I went back, saw the original trailer for this. Mm-hmm. The end of the trailer had an AOL keyword. Blade.
Oh God. When was the last time you went to whatisthematrix.com?
Couldn't tell you.
It's like Shades of Always Sunny with all the cats running around.
Do they have kitten mittens on? See, there's that. Yeah, Luke Goss has been in so many of Guillermo del Toro's movies. He's the villain in Hellboy 2.
Yep.
He's always under makeup.
Yep.
But the one thing I do remember my brother saying, like after you saw this, was he was praising the makeup that they designed for him when he's in like the full Reaper mode, because he can still emote through it.
Yeah.
And like my brother was like at the end when he does himself in.
Yeah.
You can see it coming.
Yeah.
You can see him like emote, like telegraphing it through the makeup. And brother's like, that was great.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, by the way.
No more. And I'm
not Eva Braun.
I always loved this scene just because I love the what the fuck moment with the other vampires.
Yeah.
Well,
why do they look like Nazis?
Well, they're supposed to be in Prague, so it's like
So we're cleaning up blood.
I mean, they're still like Soviet, Eastern European.
Not shady at all. It's not sketch.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that even though he's not in full on mode, you can see the scar already on his chin.
Because it's basically the thing I always got is that like he's been infected with it, but it hasn't fully taken force yet.
Yeah. Well, didn't they grow it?
Yeah. Well, but he was the one. He was like the guinea pig.
He's patient zero.
Yeah. But I always love this because you have look at these horrible people. They're monsters. And
if you want to see movies where he has no makeup on, watch the sequels to Death Race.
Yeah,
and video sequels.
Well, he's in that The Man with not Denzel Washington, Samuel Jackson and Eugene Levy. He's like the bad guy.
Yeah, New Line made this. New Line definitely made this. That's Freddy Krueger right
there. there.
But I love that. I love this moment just because he starts going.
Great.
He just starts laughing. And they're like, "What the fuck?" Yeah. Like the people are usually scared now. And then you see that,
yeah, that little hint of the chin.
Yeah.
And a huge blood splatter.
Mm-hmm.
I am Deacon Frost.
Well, now that security camera footage will work in court for him.
Yeah.
Oh
shit!
Sorry, we just watched the Flash.
Did you see the Flash?
Yeah.
And then tentacles.
Oh.
Because
or tentacles.
Everything's got.
And then
everything that Guillermo del Toro does.
Well, they
have
even
like some
thing. Well, because of his Lovecraftian stuff. But they talk about the scene we're seeing that's just going to be in the montage. Originally, he shot a full scene, but he was just like, it's not very good. So I'm just gonna have it be like a quick little thing in the beginning, like where it shows like the origin of how Whistler finds him. Because he wasn't happy with the way the scene.
Wesley Snipes' one true weakness? Income taxes.
Paying taxes. Yeah. Yeah, right here, because he just wasn't happy with the way the scene looked and the lighting and the shot of it.
The kid does look like a young Wesley Snipes, though.
But yeah, I know that it's, if you go on like the Blu-ray or the DVD, like it shows that deleted scene.
They took him and turned him into the thing I ate.
See, this is just like Batman and Robin, except there's no crotches and no bat nipples. Blade nipples?
Blipples.
Yeah. The true crime.
Yep.
I will find him. And nothing.
This is the most talking that Wesley Snipes does in this movie.
Ooh, exciting. This scene's great too.
Some of the CGI in this scene is pretty awful too.
The guy with the boa, he's a director, and he's also a friend of Guillermo del Toro's. I'm trying to remember who he is. I think it's this guy. But no, he was like a
the guy that likes to masturbate
director
with razor blades.
Yeah. His name is Santiago How did you say that? Segura. Yeah, apparently he was a Spanish director and like really good friends with Guillermo del Toro, and that's why he's in like every single Guillermo del Toro movie almost. Because he's in Pacific. If you remember, he's in Pacific Rim. He's like, it's good for potency. Bone powder, good for potency.
I like how they make a really big deal if they're sliding down that ladder.
Yeah.
Oh, and then this one guy.
Why is he so behind?
Yeah.
It's like these guys are already halfway down the street, and he's like, "Oh, guys, I'm still on the ladder."
Well, he is a heavy set for a vampire. So.
No, the other guy.
Oh.
It's like the third guy.
Like the first guy who gets down
this
first.
This guy's already down the street, and he's still going down the damn thing.
Okay.
And he forgot where he loves today.
Watch.
Yeah, the CGI with this is horrible.
Yeah.
But that first guy got down the ladder. Right? I noticed like when he lands, he's like kind of mugging for the camera with his vampire teeth or something like
superhero landing.
This. Like the head looks like it doesn't even attach, kind of thing. It's just weird.
But that first bullet shows
that Matrix shot.
Yeah.
That establishes he only needs the one bullet.
Yeah, this is right after.
Definitely looks better than what you would see every week on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I won't say that.
Oh yeah.
I remember I was like seeing this in the theater when he cracked his neck. It was like a yawn.
This serves no purpose right here. This is just, hey, let's do some special effects.
Yeah, he could just shoot them.
That's what I'm saying. That's all he had to do. He had him at dead rights. They're coming right at him.
But you want to see
my bladerang.
You want to see it's a glaive.
Yeah, like it served no purpose. And for some reason, it has a mind of its own too, because it like twisted and turned.
It's like it boomeranged on him.
Well, no, I mean, like if you saw it, it kind of like swung around a couple of times like that.
It's like that batarang in those Arkham games where you can control it.
Yes.
That's all he needed it for, was to do that. Yeah. That's it.
But
it was the big thing from the first movie, so they had to find a use for it here.
But you notice that twirl, like the inside of his cape is red. He pulls off just bullfighting moves with the first one. He just did everything but shout Olay.
Yeah, and that was something too. They did sort of change the design, like with his body armor, and as you're mentioning, the lining inside his coat, they made it red.
It's just more comic book, I guess. And got to have the red blood theme going on.
And I mean, they do use that body armor
when he spins.
They use the body armor later.
Yeah. You can see it. The crack already is in it.
Maybe the helmet is infected.
It's got that alien virus from the Day the Earth is Still remake.
Oh, and here you're talking about this on the last episode.
The blood cocaine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were gonna snort blood.
That's some good shit. You gotta try this, bro.
Primo.
Yeah. Maui Wowie.
Hey, I have a feeling that Agent Smith is knocking on the door outside.
You see, he freed me. Looking for Neo.
I do love this. I love how he uses him as a human shield. Yeah,
like their bullets aren't going to kill him. It's like, oh, that sucks, but it really hurt. Meat shield.
Yeah.
At least for those who missed who didn't watch the first movie, at least you know what the bullets are made of.
Yeah.
That he is spraying willy-nilly.
That's right. I love how he drags his gun through him. I always thought that was kind of cool.
And again, he only needs one bullet to take them out, but he's bothering with punching them and stuff.
Yeah, it's like I think they kind of set that up in the first one where he enjoys it way too much.
Yeah, I guess he'd get bored if he just.
I mean,
too easy.
The first movie when he had the prospect of killing a bunch of vampires in a dance club,
smiles.
First time he ever smiles in the movie.
Yeah.
Twirl.
Come on, show us that lay, what do they call it? The inlay?
Yeah.
Of his jacket. Oh, did he stab him in the
dick? The lining?
Yeah, the lining. Yeah, he stabbed that dude in the dick.
Yeah, he had it coming. He knows what he did.
I think he is RoboCop. Or the Flash.
And the other... I forgot about that. What was that that video that was really popular on the internet where they took every sort of club and bar scene from every movie? It was called Club Inferno or something, and it's somebody edited it to make it look like it's all like Hellraiser 3 and the Jedi and Scarface and all that stuff is happening in one club, and Blade is in it and significantly in it. I'll have to show it to you after. But yeah, it's because then you see Terminators there, and basically in RoboCop is also there. So when you mentioned Blade and RoboCop, it made me think of that. But.
This annoyed me that they retconned this just so they could have him in the movie again. It had emotional impact that he died in the first one, right? And then here it's just kind of they undo it.
Although, I mean, I think the idea was just that either he fucked up or didn't do it properly, and so then they swooped in and got him.
What they're saying is basically he never shot himself.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is there was supposed to be an emotional impact to his death in the first one. They just kind of undid it.
Yeah. But I mean, I do like Kristofferson in this movie.
That's why they wanted him back in because it wouldn't be the same without him.
Yeah. No, then they take care of that in the third one. What time is it?
Do we got a convoy?
We got to get that barnyard circus on the road.
So do you think they were trying to?
Do
you think they were trying to make
about to be born?
You think they're trying to make the tank make it look like it was full of blood because it's clearly water, but
because essentially he was in stasis.
They just put like a red gel in there, and that was it.
Because the idea is they kept him in stasis, so he hadn't fully turned yet.
Yeah, it's just very red lighting, but it's that's just water.
Just like at the end with Blade in that tank.
Yeah,
you can tell that's just water with some dye in it. Because I'm sorry, but blood has a thickness to it. Blood is that's see through.
Yeah.
And no, that's just water. That's just red water.
And there he is.
Where's his crossbow?
Dale Dixon himself. This is also before he got in the motorcycle accident. Because if you notice his eye, because he actually his whole eye socket's been replaced. Because he what's his face? Norman Reedus is a big motorcycle enthusiast, and
pot enthusiast.
Yeah, but no, he actually was in a really bad wreck to the point where if you look at him here, he looks completely. If you look at him right here, he looks completely different than what he looks like now because he had to have an entire eye socket replaced.
So we got Gary Busey, huh?
Yep. Well, I think he was wearing a helmet, but it just wasn't covering his face.
This is after Boondock Saints.
Yep. Well, that's probably how he got the role.
Yeah.
And then, of course, here we established the cure that was created in the last movie by a character who's not in this movie.
It would have been nice to get some sort of explanation.
So, yeah.
Like, she's off trying to cure vampires in Prague or some shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to fuck your daughter in the next movie. If I'm actually there. I might be at home sleeping. Because I can't be bothered to be on set in the next one.
Signed Blade.
Yeah. Fuck Ryan Reynolds. P.S. Fuck Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, 3 would be another case, so certainly didn't know Ryan Reynolds was there either.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he was in the reason why he's in this is because he was in Mimic. I forgot. Norman Reedus is in Mimic, very briefly. So
you ever see the director's cut of that?
No.
I haven't. You should watch it.
Is it way better?
Yes.
Yeah.
The movie makes sense.
Yeah.
And now we're in the dojo.
I like how he's like, I worship this gun. This gun is my friend. I shall take it wherever I go.
There are many like it, but this one is mine.
Yeah.
Oh, Mac 10.
Oh, Mac 10. Only you understand me. You want to go get pancakes? I hope they credited Stephen Norrington for directing this part of it.
Maybe next time you'll turn around and walk back after you hear the show.
Yeah.
How about next time you make sure you do it yourself?
Yeah.
It's at least go back to trying.
Well, now I mean, he's the guy.
It's cool that they showed that he can sit there all night by the light in the windows.
Yeah. I love Kris Kristofferson's what he says when he
feel like hammered shit.
Yeah. How do you feel?
It's a Hellraiser movie.
Well, I mean, he was hanging earlier.
Such sights to show you.
Not sure if I would have expected a pile of ash on the stool, or if they self clean up entirely.
Here it is.
And the grin.
That's
my boy.
Oh, that tiny smile, that subtle.
That's my boy. Why is he creeping on him in the bathroom?
Yeah. He missed him.
He's like, I just miss your old man nipples.
Gotta say though, he's got some pretty good horseshoes there on his arms, for an old man. Got those triceps
from lifting all those cigarettes.
Yeah.
The bottles of whiskey.
Years.
Who you schnecking?
It's my wedding ring.
It should have fixed his leg, a vampire.
Oh. Well, that was the whole point. Is they I guess because they had it in stasis, like it was limiting to what it could do.
I love the fact that these two hate each other.
Yeah. Well, he's the young punk.
Yeah. You want doing all my work?
Yep.
They were establishing the lack of respect for the engine and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Those poor millennials.
He's probably more of a Gen Xer, but
yeah.
And of course, he's watching. He always watches his one of his character things is he watches Powerpuff Girls all the time.
Yes, gratuitous Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, all he needs to do is call Kris Kristofferson a boomer.
Just like Don Moreno.
Yeah, it's all about family.
Yeah, it's all about family.
Well, that's what happens when you live a quarter mile at a time.
Set out to find some jerk off fucking with my life's work, and we jeopardize our whole operation to save your fucking old
operation.
Our operation, operation, you ass white.
It's pretty. I bet you 10 bucks they gave Kris Kristofferson a list of swear words he has to work into phrases once in a while.
Okay, so we're about to see one of the worst
uses of full body CGI body replacement. Almost as bad as really bad deep faking that we just saw.
Fuck did my phone go? Sorry.
Is it going to my couch?
Oh yeah, there it is. Found it. Okay.
Yeah, this is like one of those things that you could have definitely done what needs to be done with wire work.
Yeah.
But it's like they're like, oh no, we don't want to have to fuck with that.
Yeah, or there's like, we want to do it. We want to test this for another movie we're going to be doing.
Yeah, Guido's like, oh, we can do it in a CG, no problem.
Yeah.
Yep. Here comes Cirque du Soleil.
Cirque du Vamp.
See, like this isn't so bad. Like,
well, it's in the dark.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it's not in the light, you know.
I think this is
Yeah.
This is establishing a tie-in with Jurassic Park 2.
Yeah.
I think Jurassic Park came out like 9 years before this came out.
Mm-hmm.
All I remember about Jurassic Park 2 was Jeff Goldblum's daughter doing the gymnastics at the end.
Gymnastic hill?
Yep. Take that, Raptors. I know gymnastics.
So stupid. Just so happens to be a bar right there that I can use.
So, we're off to a good start with this fight scene.
Oh, yeah, it's real for real.
Yeah.
Until like, I decided I'm going to do a flip now. Oh, I did that in CGI. Why?
Also, the girl who plays Nisa, I had such a fucking crush on.
She was in one of the, what was it, Friday 2 or 3?
Friday?
Yeah.
Let's see. Or the next Friday or whatever?
Yeah, next Friday or Friday after one of those.
Let's see here. How was it? Here.
It was like she had like a contract with New Line for a little bit. Here we go.
It's Leonor
Varela.
Yeah. Let's see.
Like Wesley doesn't want to do any flips.
Yeah. It's not feeling it.
He definitely got better than he was in Rising Sun.
Yeah. Wrong guy, wrong century. Just think of that line from Rising Sun.
I haven't seen that movie in so long. There we go.
Yep. And this is where shit's about
and
to
right
get.
here.
Yeah.
Right? No, it gets worse.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
The one in front of the lights is the worst one.
Yeah, there's still people here.
I copied that move in the fan film. That spinning movement.
Yeah, and here it is. Like, wow.
It's like, why did they need to do it, though? That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like, they're not doing anything crazy.
This looks like the Animatrix.
Yeah. There was nothing crazy that they couldn't have done with stunt work and some wires, maybe.
Unless it was just they ran out of time
or
or
it was
something.
A reshoot.
Yeah.
Like, we want to add a couple more moves in there.
Yeah.
See, this is one of the reasons why I was excited about this movie because of this actor.
From was it Red Dwarf?
Red Dwarf.
Yeah. And doesn't he play a vampire on
He's
Red Dwarf? Oh, cat. Okay.
Cat. He's a human. Like in the world of that show, cats evolved over millions of years to look human.
Yeah.
But now they want to talk after all that sword fighting. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
wait, hold up.
He's used to talking with those kind of fangs in his mouth because he has that exact kind of thing on Red Dwarf.
Yeah.
Yeah, which Friday was it?
Oh crap! I forgot. Let's see. Find it.
I'm surprised she was able to say that without laughing. Something more dangerous than you in the streets.
On the streets.
What about in the sheets?
Oh shit! No, just like was it Puss in Boots?
I don't see her in I don't see her in Friday.
I thought she was in another Friday.
I know she was in the thing. I remember before this, she was in like Cleopatra. Like there was a Cleopatra miniseries. I remember like on TV with her and I think Timothy Dalton. I think was Caesar, and then I think maybe it was Billy Zane was Mark Anthony.
Oh, he
was in Man on the Iron Mask.
Well, Nessa was talking there, mentioning that they think of Blade as the boogeyman.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, yeah, he was the boogeyman before John Wick.
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga, yeah.
Baba Yaga, which isn't even actually the right translation, but that's a whole other conversation.
We're gonna see Blade fight up the long flight of stairs twice, like in the last John Wick movie.
Oh my gosh!
Consequences.
Yes, consequences. Man, he could have stopped rolling down like halfway down all those stairs.
Oh, I know, but I was like, we gotta go crazy with this stunt work, guys.
It's like, no, you're rolling. Keep rolling. Nope, push off that land.
Don't get me wrong. I love the movie, but there was like a point in time where I was like, can we just get on with it?
It's like he has like 2 minutes left. You can't tell me this is 2 minutes.
That 2 minutes was stretched into 20.
What is this, Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
This plan will blow up in 5 minutes. Yeah, right. We'll see in 20 episodes.
Where did she keep that key?
It's a surprise.
When she pulled it out, did you hear?
So I was just
this guy's always playing a villain.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything I've well, and I guess in King Kong he was because the cat that so he wasn't really.
But like this and Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
Well, he was also kind of a good guy in Wanted.
And U57 or
571.
Well, yeah, he's the guy who keeps trying to sabotage him.
Thomas Kretschmann.
Yeah. Yeah, and speaking of also always playing a bad guy. And he would go on to be Guillermo del Toro would cast him as Rasputin in his Hellboy. Yeah. According to that, was just kind of
Carol Roden.
Looking through the trivia.
You never see him look like that though. He always looks weird in his movies. It's the only movie where he actually has a full head of hair that I've seen.
Oh yeah,
because he was in Running Scared and he got his head kind of half shaved.
Yeah. Let's kind of go through the trivia. Apparently, this is Wesley Snipes' most favorite Blade movie. So. I think probably just because he liked working with Del Toro.
I like the design of this guy, though.
Yeah. Oh, apparently, Michael Jackson was originally going to have a cameo in the House of Pain sequence as a vampire pimp. So, yeah.
Was there a toy room or something like that?
Oh, come on, there are no children vampires. They don't age.
He's like, I want to play with the Lost Boys.
Well, see, there it gives away Born a Vampire. So, at the very beginning, when the guy said, it was a...
Well, he's lying because he doesn't want to tell him the truth. Yeah. The design of him to make his skin look like stone because he's like so old.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of cool.
Well, to kind of separate him from like the way the Reapers looked, originally they tried putting a wig on him, and you can see it in some like deleted scenes. And they're like, it did. They're like, aesthetically, no, this doesn't work. He looks like Michael Bolton, is what I think was said.
He just wants to love your mom, Jeremiah.
Michael Bolton wants to love everyone's mom. And apparently, according to David S. Goyer, originally Morbius was going to be the main villain in this.
That's what they were trying to set up in the first one, but they cut it out.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, unless you were like a diehard Blade or Spider-Man fan, when they showed him standing there at the end of the first Blade, nobody would have known who the hell he was.
They had introduced him in the cartoon. I mean, it's the same reason why they introduced Blade in the cartoon.
But nowadays, can you see Wesley Snipes taking on Jared Leto?
It'd be Morbin time.
Oh,
Morbin time. Oh, well, Morbin time.
Yeah.
I said Mormon.
Well, same difference there.
The movies are so bad.
Of course, Scud's character traits in this movie are entirely like smoking.
I'm high all the time.
Yeah, just has nicotine stains all over his fingers.
Rubbing his lip. He's got like a mouth fixation with this character.
Because he's trying not to itch the inside of his lip.
Foreshadow.
Like, it's itching.
I love also how they do kind of keep trying to sort of hint that perhaps what's his face, the Whistler may still be a vampire. Just like subtle hints.
He's trying to deflect the blame. That's why.
Yeah, he's projecting.
Yeah. Keep the eyes off me, bro. Why are you looking at my lip so much? There's nothing behind it.
And that dude, the guy, the drug dealer guy, in Hellboy, he's the guy, the one that has like the human clock.
Oh.
Or whatever he is, because I guess like
Kroner, something like that.
Because he's like this dude's like a dancer in real life, and that's why he has all like the weird movements and shit.
He's good at controlling his body movement.
Yeah.
I'm not for saying.
This thing with the way they ramp the speed up with this pane of glass thing. The way they ramp the speed.
Yeah.
Ooh, lollipop.
It's a rocket pop.
I barely know you, sir.
This was not consensual.
And then the kids
feed my children.
Yeah, he's being a mom. He's being mama vamp.
Good papa.
So you take down the prey, and then you let the kids have it until they learn.
It's like me taking a shot of Malort.
I still get to try that shit. Most people, when they're injecting themselves with something, take that strap off once it's done.
He's not most people. He's Blade. He's a hybrid.
Plus, he's got a flex.
Doing the Wesley, or not the Wesley Snipes. That's Wesley Snipes. The Hugh Jackman. Got to show my veins and shit. How ripped I am. Now, that's funny who some of these people are. Mm-hmm. Because this redheaded guy right here ended up playing the bad vampire in Underworld 2.
Yeah.
And then there's Fast and Furious.
Yeah. And Ron Perlman, who is a staple of Guillermo del Toro movies. See, now you got me doing it. And I love the fact that...
Just call him Gil.
Yeah. That's one of the things that they kind of point out. He basically says the racist thing here. So he's playing a character called Reinhardt, who it kind of implies a Nazi. And yet Ron Perlman is Jewish. So.
But he's good at playing assholes. Yeah. So that's his thing.
And still, I think one of the best, like from what I understand, one of the nicest fucking guys. And I'll never forget the.
When we saw that C2.
Yeah, that was still.
That scared the little fuckers.
Yeah, when he's talking about doing the voice of Slade, there. What was your inspiration? And he goes, "Well, I was inspired by Hannibal Lecter as portrayed by Sir Anthony Hopkins, but you kind of have to do the watered down Saturday morning cartoon version of that because you don't want to scare the little fuckers."
in front of thousands of people.
Yeah, it was in like what would be
with little kids all over the place.
Yeah, what would have been like Hall H at C2E2.
Again, Blade loves twirling.
Yep.
Yeah, he's basically playing an extension of his character in Alien Resurrection here.
Yep. Yep.
Except he has less likable qualities.
Yeah. And if Fast and the
Bad
Furious,
haircut.
and if you recall, we pointed this out because that was the first time I really noticed it. Fast and the Furious guy, the character Chupa, was in the last movie because he's the guy that goes, "I've got his pick sticker."
Gets his hand blown
off. Yeah. And even though that's a completely different character.
Yeah. Well, he bulked up for Fast
Yeah.
and Furious.
Yeah.
Between these two movies,
Yeah.
so they're like, oh.
Well, now we got the gang all settled with our alpha dominance setting.
Threat of head bombings.
Yeah.
And then there's Donnie Yen, who they didn't even draw attention to. Probably the most talented martial artist in this room.
The snowman.
Yeah. And he's like, I get to kick 3 things and then I get taken out.
Yeah.
But I get to wear eyeliner.
And Tony Curran is the redhead. Curran, because he's also in done a bunch of stuff like 13th Warrior, Gladiator. If you were a fan of the MCU Punisher, he's the guy. He was like the Irish mobster guy who was involved in killing Frank Castle's family.
Radu, there's a joke back there. Radu from Subspecies.
Nice.
I never noticed that before.
Yep. And vampires. And that was, and I believe that was also filmed in Prague. Yeah.
That's funny. I never noticed that before. Do something new every day. HD doesn't ruin everything.
Nope.
They just spelled it wrong.
Yeah.
That's how they were able to get away with it. Radu with 2 O's instead of the U. I like how they negate the use of this thing in this movie completely.
Yeah, basically, so it's not an easy out. And I remember thinking too, it's like, oh, they're just trying to make him like fucking Wolverine now.
Yeah.
We'll take note of the the whole UV flashlight thing and how the vampires will avoid using it at like all costs seemingly because they do everything but use those freaking lights coming up.
I think Reinhardt's the only one who does use it.
Yeah, Reinhardt. Well, because at the beginning, because they don't realize that silver doesn't work yet. That silver and garlic don't work.
And this is the big song from this movie. Yeah, like when Spawn came out, they did that whole we're gonna mix an electronic artist, musical artist, and an industrial musical artist together. Here they did an electronic, like a trance artist, and a hip hop artist. And this was Massive Attack and Mos Def.
Of course, we had our hero walk.
You got the Avengers shot, them all walking together. I saw Armageddon, guys! Bell Bev DeVoe.
You can't say we're in unless you're hacking.
This is something, this is nothing.
It's like, I hope you don't fuck like you type.
I like how they don't have to check their guns at the door or anything. Just waltz right in there.
It's okay, we're vampire royalty.
Just in case you're doing a little body modification, we got some tools for you. Or autopsy.
Like, why are all the sharp implements out here, like in the entrance? Do you rent them on your way in?
Edgelords, that's why.
I always think it's funny how they make Ron Perlman look so tall, but he's like 5'11" or 5'10".
Yeah, because vampires all love BT.
It's
clubbing.
There's that one scene because there's this one dude. They play like a slower song that sounds more like a techno song.
Yeah.
And there's this one dude that looks like. Remember those brothers? John Cusack was one of them in 16 Candles. Remember he had that brother that was really dorky looking?
Yeah.
It looks like him pretending to be a vampire, like vampire cosplay, and trying to dance like he's in an electronics club. You'll see it. He's on the wall when they start playing this other song.
I love that. It's like, shit, gotta get the fuck out of here. He's like, sorry.
He smiles.
Man, you are really tense back here. Gotta remove those knots manually.
Like, were they doing like an implant? I'm still not sure what they were doing with the open up back.
I haven't had my spine pierced yet.
Yeah.
I think it's right after this. You'll see him like up against on the left side of the screen, up against the wall. He starts going like,
Powerpuff Girls.
Yep. Yeah.
This is funny. No, when he pulls out.
Oh, the Krispy Kreme.
Yeah. Like really? Yeah. This vampire staking. Brought to you by Krispy Kreme. This right here.
Okay. Where is he?
You see him on the left. It's when he's walking down a hall.
These bastards are not even pure bloods. I tell you what, why don't we just fucking kill everyone? Just to make sure.
Like the one leader is just like staring at him like, "Are you for real, dude?"
So I do like Reinhardt's gun that has like the knife. Yeah.
The blade.
I love this. He's like, "Oh, I got the drop on him." No, you don't.
Check out your dick.
Yeah.
And his gun will cause more damage to you than yours will do to him.
He smiles.
Love you too.
I think it's right. It's coming up.
Right.
No. Okay, no, it must be after this then. Just so happen to have a little torture room for us to hang out in underneath.
So I remember there's a thing that was in the trailer that was clearly they had showed part of it before, like they had added the effects to it, and it's after the.
There it is.
Oh, what the fuck?
What even?
He's tripping. Oh, and there's Billy Corgan.
Yeah. He's tripping on his bullet with butterfly wings.
But
is it 1979?
Yeah. But there was a thing where they clearly had they used a shot into the trailer, but the effects had not been done yet. So it's kind of funny because if you see when you watch the trailer and what the guy's doing with his mouth, because you can tell he's trying to they're gonna add shit to it.
I bet it's not even her real hair.
Does the carpet match the drapes?
I don't know where to find it. Yeah, it's Flea. Give it away now.
He definitely looks like he's been living under a bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had it FedEx to
yeah.
Definitely would be stale at this point.
Yeah, they're Krispy Kreme. They've got so much crap loaded in them.
At least we know that.
Conspicuous.
At least we know the ravers in this world are also similar to John Wick's ravers, where people with guns, whatever.
Yeah. And at least in this movie, they run when people start shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that last John Wick movie, everyone's just kind of yeah, whatever. I got to get my groove on.
I'm telling you,
they're all on drugs, Chris.
Yeah,
okay. I'm telling you, all the people in John Wick's world are just used to assassins on every street corner. It's
codes over the radio. Hey, boppers.
It's like a fourth, maybe a third. No, it's like a fourth or maybe a third of the people in that entire world are just assassins. It's the most common job in John Wick's world. It's people shooting at each other again. Whatever. They tend to not hit us.
Yeah, it's funny that in France, the movie the last one took place in France. It's all American.
She goes up there and she finds Christy Swanson and her brother have had a child. What was the Flowers in the Attic? Yeah. Oh.
the sequel books they had kid.
Ugh.
They had 2 kids.
And then sure
and
they
one
were
was
the
good and one was evil.
well, of course it's inbred. So
I think their interior decorator likes red.
blood red.
That would actually make
yeah, because that way they don't have to get the stains out so much.
Oh!
Yeah, it's like it'll blend in. You don't have to scrub too hard.
Yeah.
Lazy vampires. Ooh, I live for eternity.
I can clean it in 100 years. It's still big.
Where's Whistler? This is suspicious.
Being sneaky.
Surprise!
Wanna breed?
Tempting, but no.
This is a cool effect.
Oh, the thing in his back?
Yeah, his neck. No, when he breaks his neck.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not sticking out like a sore thumb or anything. Did too much eat.
That's the problem with so much going on in that place. Everybody's so non-judgmental. They're like, oh, well, he's just had work done. Maybe they're just
his
tattoos.
eyeballs tattooed. Okay.
Oh.
It's like they ran out of budget for the makeup because there's one guy that just has bandages.
Bandage, yeah. Hey, any hack that works,
Blade sense tingling.
Or is the friend of my enemy of my friend's enemy?
Got that? Everybody got that?
Yes.
See? You did that really cool flip with somebody.
Yeah.
That was a physical effect. Why couldn't
he just shot him in the balls. And then...
Priest is going to have a bad time.
Ninja powers activate. But at least here, everybody runs.
Yeah. He needs Blade on his ass like he needs another hole in the head. Oh!
Too soon. This.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know, right?
There's one sturdy golem.
The Unabomber.
Tell me, Slick, why do you wear your sunglasses at night?
Because when you're cool, the sun shines on you 24/7, 24 hours a day.
Yeah, except when you're a vampire.
I
did all that stuff while my sword was still in its sheath. Come on.
Yeah, I just realized a vampire would really only be wearing sunglasses for aesthetic reasons. I mean, he never would really need them.
These vamps are such noobs.
Like, the disregard for all the other people. They're just like, fuck it.
Well, they were saying they were going to kill them.
Yeah, because they
weren't
weren't purebloods.
Well, that was Priest getting a purist about the bloodline. But
yeah,
he's just like, nope, whatever. Shotgun blast, randos.
No, there you go.
See, look at that crazy flip. That was a Dut Man.
That wasn't CGI?
That didn't need playing with action figures, ragdoll.
I think it's coming up here. It's whenever the Reaper bites Priest. Is it?
With that many bullets, you think he'd at least be inconvenienced. Oh, that's what the raps are on that guys. That reminds me of the Invisible Man.
Maybe he's a mummy.
Oh man, they were getting a head start in the Dark Universe.
Oh God.
I do like this, how he just like sort of like
Cuts himself off.
yeah, he's like, oh, you got me, but
fooled you. I
scuttles
don't
off.
need that dick.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll grow back, right?
Well, I mean, in the strain, they eventually lose all their genitalia.
Yeah.
So.
I need to finish that show.
What's Daylight Motherfuckers?
Is it a new alt rock band? Yeah,
Shame though.
So, where is it? Kids.
No, not the cat.
So yeah, I was right. So right here, after he bites him, damn it.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, Priest gets it rough. He's like just getting all his wrists and arms broken.
these vamps just don't like gingers.
especially Scottish ones.
Yeah. Is that Trevor?
Oh no, whiny boy. That's our cat Murdoch.
Oh, okay.
Derp.
This is when he does the
Yeah.
the light. There's dinners in the oven.
So yeah, right after this, like, there's the thing like where he kind of like gets
trailer?
up. Yeah, in the trailer, it's the thing like where he's got his mouth open. He's like kind of his
It's
eyes
like
are going
drooling,
back
yeah.
and forth. Yeah, but it didn't have the effects on it yet.
Don't put your finger in that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know where that's been.
Put your finger in
Say,
strange holes.
don't smell it. Don't
And then-
smell it.
Or
Don't taste it.
the thing like where you see his ribs coming out of his back because he's like trying to push him off, and like to the point where like his ribs are popping out of his back.
Well, it's like he has like gills or something
Yeah.
in his back. They're like breathing.
Wait, where did the woman go and all during all
It's
this
like
anyway?
his lungs are like
Yeah, coming out. Yeah,
That ain't right.
Grody.
That's like evolutionary, no reason.
Eventually there'll be wings there.
if they live under the sea.
Under the sea.
Like I don't even remember. Where did the woman with the red hair like she?
Yeah, they split up. Yeah, they were doing something. They split up, but then I think she's the one that. Yeah, there she is.
Finally.
Yeah, but he's a fucking asshole for like covering it up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like hiding a zombie bite.
Yep, it's exactly that. It's like, oh no, your back's fine, and I'm just gonna
Yeah, I'll
tuck
go
this
through.
thing up on my neck here.
Don't worry, it's just a hickey.
Don't worry, I'll just endanger everyone's lives later. Got the furry steering wheel. It's like, oh yeah, we have UV lights.
Being sassy about it.
Mm. Sunlight. Well, my only weakness. Nice nose hairs, Perlman.
I like how it's like they get hit by a super wind machine.
Hey Troopa, next time you're wasting thousands of bullets, maybe use your damn flashlight.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just the simplest option is the right one.
Yeah, right there. It was that shot, but it was like, but the mouth was open, but like the effect was not there. That made it into the trailer.
Hell Priest?
Just like he likes it.
You got like a shard of a mirror or something you can use to reflect, like in Fright Night 2. Hi, I'm Chucky. You wanna play?
You stupid bitch, you dirty slut.
Yeah.
Why does everyone wait till now to heal all at once? It's like performative healing. Did he just
for
like
effect? Yeah, for effect.
like I can heal whenever I
They do
want?
all this crazy acrobatic
Yeah,
fight
and,
stuff.
and that was clearly wire work
Yeah,
there too. Yeah,
but that must have been a reshoot, but they didn't have a. They
yeah,
couldn't get anyone back.
yeah. Wolverine. I mean, Blade.
Someone like Mortal Kombat.
Corkscrew attack.
He didn't go.
Oh, gotta cock the punch.
And yeah, here we go. So now that the thing that really was the equalizer in the first one now has no effect.
Yeah.
It has some effect. He's purging it, but maybe he should have just kept punching.
No, he likes it. See, he enjoys it.
Oh, he was in pain.
Well, if you go by his last line, he's constantly in pain.
Gravity has no effect on me.
But this would have fucked his sword up.
Fighting
the
rebar.
rebar and the concrete. That would have just so many nicks in that blade.
I had the same thought. Like, oh wait,
Yeah,
more sword.
yeah. Also, these are some really good sunglasses. You're about to see why.
Or reflecting off the sword.
Yeah.
It was reflecting off the sword.
Yeah. But no, the fact that he hit him right in the head with that, so he hit him right in the head with that concrete rebar, and those glasses are still intact, so those are some really nice sunglasses.
Are those the Men in Black ones?
He makes this look good.
No. Yes.
Can we get a prequel story about the origin of the glasses?
Would have been an online comic.
Ooh, maybe it could have been a comic on Blade.com. Or AOL keyword Blade.
Yeah, it's Blade.com.
How long since he's been bitten? Skin's fucking burning. He's already starting to change.
That's Daredevil.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. No.
Look, that was fast. Yeah, that escalated super quickly.
Yeah. We see what's on his mind now. Could you push this one over into the sun too?
Yeah. Just a couple inches. That'll do.
How little?
It's like, what exactly would you want him to do when he was like a sniper posted outside anyway?
And this is the guy with the Freddy Krueger fingers, I think. And so that was the other thing too. It's like, considering these things have a small shelf life, it makes you wonder what was the end game with the vampires, the heart creating these things.
I think they were trying to do it so they could survive in the sunlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a work in progress.
Yeah.
It was like a beta at best.
Jello.
Blood Jello.
There's always room for Jello.
You didn't even finish your dinner.
He has rib boobs.
Channeling his inner Ricardo Montalban.
Oh, reveal.
You keep my daughter's name out your fucking mouth! Oh, look, my blood water.
You guys, I'm standing right here. I can hear everything you're saying. Oh.
Why you gotta tease me, bro? He's the hungry.
Every couple hours. I mean, you're knowing how he is able to calculate that from very limited interaction. But just every couple hours, how are they like all not dead already?
Could someone fix my arm?
No.
Okay.
Guys? Hello?
And yes, and then the weird vaginal cavity in the center of his body.
Can I at least get gloves? Come on.
Ah! Where is it? Where? Ron Perlman. Yeah, right here. Just blows the bubble.
He was doing that. I was just waiting for Nissa to like look at him like, really? But it doesn't come.
Oh, vampire spooge.
Seriously, can I get some gloves before you make me be your assistant? And it's like a neurotoxin, so you like the scud like not just go numb. Oh, it's a numbing agent. Oh, now I can't move my fingers anymore.
Oh, why is the skin, the flesh being eaten off of my bones now?
It's
Powerpuff
fine.
Girls.
Powerpuff.
Also, what's that jazz running down your neck?
Next spooge.
Manly sweat.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the vaginal hole in this kind of looks like the brain bug from Starship Troopers.
It's afraid.
It's afraid. Yes.
Gilded heart.
All of a sudden, Doogie Howser shows up. She's wearing the gloves, not because she was trying to be safe. She was just trying not to chip her nail paint.
Yeah.
So is it sucking a fuck now?
I think it's a car. Is it like acting like a carburetor?
Yeah,
It's backed up.
basically.
Needs an oil change.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool that they made the cat the reasonable one in the group.
All of this. Just that line is great.
Also, don't worry, we get to hear that C word a couple more times in the next one. Unlike most vampires, her fangs are in her vagina.
So what we should do is open up manhole and set up a series of mirrors throughout all the sewers.
Stop being sensible.
And then she looks at him and goes, "You mean like Fright Night 2?"
But then, of course, we wouldn't have had these sweet light grenades.
Just so happen to have everything I need right out here at my fingertips. Including phosphorus. It always annoyed me how he said it.
What?
When Whistler comes out there, he goes, "What are you looking for?" He goes, "Phosphorus." I don't know.
Why you bit my mother and turned me into a fucking monster?
But you got sweet powers out of it. What's your problem?
But he has the thirst.
So I'm thirsty. See, nowadays, saying that you're thirsty means something totally different. I'm dying of thirst. Are you horny?
Oh, no, I'm plenty hydrated.
Oh, okay. You got to clarify these things.
You're right, lady. I don't need this serum.
Yeah, just so happen to have all these things to make these grenades just kind of laying about. A little garbage can out back. Look, they all just interlock together like they're meant to be.
I forget actually if it makes the cut, but there's the thing that Norman Reedus showed Guillermo del Toro he could do, so he wanted to put it in the movie. It's like where he does like the spit bubble with smoke in it. It's the worst three-way ever.
Like in Scrubs? I was in a three-way once, but not the cool kind.
You know, the key that was sticking out of it.
There, phosphorus!
I feel like a key or something sticking out of it. That was a holy hand grenade of Antioch. Oh, man, now we're blind.
I can't sit. Now my eyes are fried.
Yeah, now we're all blind. Oh, look, they're bonding. Now he's graduated to shitbird.
Is that box full of phosphorus?
Phosphorus!
Right. And now, because we established that we need protection from sunlight, we had our excuse to wear tight spandex or latex.
I love how her armor has feathers on it.
It's a boa. Ow, my neck. I mean, I'm fine.
Yeah, ow. Oh, yeah, just to fucking screw him into it. Is this all about family? He's the guy that said the worst line, one of the worst lines in film history. Why's the Buster here? It's like, what does that even mean?
Is that really the
now
worst
you got
line?
all that jazz on your
It was their
face.
PG-13 workaround to not saying motherfucker.
First, you should fire rounds to drive them back.
Yeah, but what about in Legion when we had story time and it was when I was a shorty?
Yeah, when I was a shorty.
It's like that's not what it
When I was a shorty, I named my kid Jeep.
It's like that's not exactly how that usually gets used.
That movie is so bad. Oh my I just remember the three of us walked out of that movie going like, And I think your wife was the first one that goes, why did they name the kid Jeep?
And then here is where they reuse the body armor from the first one.
Yep.
I know, like there was I think it was around this part where there's a deleted scene where
his straps.
Yeah, well, no, like the thing with like Kris Kristofferson, like sunlight coming through a window, and he kind of like puts his foot away from it. Kind of, it's another thing to kind of make you suspect that he might still be a vampire.
Sun Tzu.
The Art of War. Man, I wonder.
If he should be in a movie called that.
Yeah.
That was one of those movies. Every time I go see a movie on my birthday, aside from recently, because last one I saw was Free Guy.
Mm.
But like whenever I get like a bunch of friends together and we go see a movie on my birthday, it always ended up being like a huge piece of shit. Like we saw War, that movie with Jason Statham and Jet Li. That was shit. We saw Art of War.
Your birthday just must be the time of year that the studios are like,
end of August is when they just dump everything right before school starts.
Just like tax deduction season. Listen, we funded it. Just release it. Just write it off.
I remember we were all excited about War. Like Jason Statham and Jet Li against each other. That's gonna be awesome. No.
And Devin Aoki's there.
Absolutely not.
Whatever happened to her?
Too Fast, Too Furious?
No.
Oh, she did DOA.
Oh, well, she doesn't have to work. Her fucking dad's the guy who created it. It was Benihana.
Yeah. Well, she was an it girl for about a year.
Yeah. I love the subtle thing. Yeah, once again, Donnie Yen underutilized in this movie, but like just like the subtle thing they do of like where you pretty much have figured out, okay, that guy's already turned.
Yeah.
Trying to attract him, not scare him off.
Yeah, well, some of us can't see in the dark, you fucking nipplehead. What am I supposed to do?
Nipplehead.
Bifocals, Grandpa. Try to keep up.
I feel like even with the filter
I would say that would make it worse.
Yeah, I feel like even with the filter on, it's still a flashlight.
And he's like, dude, I'm not a fucking predator.
Yet.
Yeah. What was it? No, the hell are you?
What the hell are you? Modern art.
Oh, look, a Rancor's been down there.
Yeah, right here, you can already...
Yeah,
it's kind of
he feels it. You can tell.
And then you see his eyes.
Well, it was nice knowing you, Donnie.
Yeah.
Cyclops! Oh.
You do.
So we're going to recreate that scene from Alien 3 in the junkyard.
Oh, that's going to go bad. Let's hope Charles Dudden shows up. Squish.
Yeah, Vampire G is.
Meteor shit!
Why are you eating that meat?
Like, I swear to God, it's not what it looks like.
Yeah. It was an accident. I tripped it and fell on him.
And dislocated my jaw.
Yeah.
With this, I've always been able to do this. It's a party trick.
What's the matter, Charlie? Don't you want me anymore?
I like how she just like whatevs.
Like, fuck this. I don't want to live in a world without Lighthammer, whatever his name was.
Yeah. I'm just gonna kill myself.
Well, I mean, she'll take him out with her.
Yeah. They got Donnie Yen vampire.
Mm-hmm.
So, still hurts through clothing.
That's the vampire equivalent of like putting your hand over a lighter.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they did sort of establish that in the first one. Whenever you see Udeker or Udekir, whenever he's like when the sun's coming up and his clothes are smoking and shit.
10 minutes and counting. I smell burning people.
Oh yeah, I was with 2 other people.
Oh, this is just a reused set from the Blob.
I didn't mean to sneak into the R-rated movie, or whatever he says.
Yeah. I'll never sneak into a movie ever again.
Oh, he's right.
Yeah, because he got eaten about a scene later.
Yeah.
Oh no, cat! No!
Pretty kitty.
Blade planned it
Oh,
so
yeah.
he can have some alone time.
Mm. Don't need cat guy cock blocking him.
This thing he does here makes no sense.
The sword.
Yeah.
We tried to attract him.
With what? If you want to do it, it should be flood.
But it's movement. And that's why they call me Blade the Magnificent. Doesn't usually happen to me, babe.
Like, damn it, I won't be able to use the phosphorus.
Or was that the plan all along?
Chupa thingy. Got a ring to it.
Griff, stop making up animals.
I didn't realize that chupa meant suck.
Yep. It's Joel Chupacabra, the goat sucker.
Well,
yeah.
I didn't know that. But when we saw the movie, my buddy Emilio came with me. He was teaching me all the bad words in Spanish at work. And when they said chupa, his name is Chupa, he started laughing. And I was like, what? He goes, it means suck in Spanish. I'm like, oh, okay.
Because he's a bloodsucker.
Yeah, it's clever.
And I mean, that really chupas.
Yeah. Chupa's getting chupaed real good.
Yeah. They're chuping his
Don't chupa my chupa.
Chupa has chupa'd his last...
Chupa.
I lost it.
Ah, shit.
Turn on the light, dipshit.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Why
He
don't you
is.
follow through, dumbass?
Well, because I think they're trying to attract... The whole idea is they're trying to attract them to that... the bomb, yeah.
But still, you got a bunch of them cornered. Use it to your advantage. There's still more coming. Last thing you need is 500 of them behind you.
Oh, I must stand.
You could have taken care of that in one shot.
I must stand in the middle of the room.
I smell like nut juice.
Just like in Van Helsing.
There's another one right there.
Hey, how come those guys didn't die?
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh,
Now he's getting all dead shot on him here.
Got a gun kata.
Nobody hit me to that dude.
Just for a little bit.
It's been established already that bullets don't work.
Well,
Use the light.
You know. Well, they don't. Actually, I don't think his gun that had the light, I think, is gone.
She does. One of her Mac 10s or whatever they are has it on there.
I think Blade here is getting some of his gun food from Informing Equilibrium.
Yeah, but honestly, I probably wouldn't think I'd get her in a rush.
There, he used the knives on his guns.
Yep. Oh, I didn't notice that before. We cut it in half. Getting all Hellboy on him.
Pancakes!
I will punch them with bullets.
Yeah, it's like light flames.
Get down, bitch.
Well, now you got poop in your eye, so...
Poo water.
Yep, she's got pink eye now. Vampire pink eye. Is that worse than the Reaper strain?
It's the original
He's
Reaper.
like, my cat's like, I farted on your pillow.
Oh. Oh, it's Pompeii.
But less sad.
Well, not if you're the vampire.
Well, they basically took out his army.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought he was going to step on it.
But still, like, if they were gonna need blood every 2 hours, how would they be able to survive a day? Whoops! I guess this wave died off.
See, oh yeah, he can bite you right now, but you're dumb.
Well, no, but because he, remember the enemy of his enemy. It's that whole idea.
Oh, yeah,
trying to turn them against him.
Yeah, well, he didn't pounce on me yet, so sure, I'll hear him out.
This is the thing. Is vampires bite you on the neck, so I'm going to put you real close to mine. Guess what she is now? Crispy.
Oh.
The other thing I didn't buy in this movie was their little romance thing they got going on.
Yeah. I tried to do this with a girl once and it did not go well.
Oh, you set her on fire?
No, try to give her my blood.
Oh.
She got weird and ran out of my apartment. Of course, I had to unlock the door for her first.
What the fuck, dude? This is foreplay for a vampire. I got some of that daywalker goodness in me. You let it get up in you.
Okay, so in Magic Rituals TV, usually have people slicing across their entire palm.
Uh-huh.
He's feeding with slicing the wrist. So
well, that's the major artery. Yeah,
or he's trying to be nice.
Well, if he was suicidal, he would have gone the other direction.
Yeah, it would be down the highway, not across the street.
Yeah.
And now the copy of Part 1 begins.
But it does make sense because, they're trying to refine the Reaper strain, so they're trying to get it to where
I know, but still, it's just we need white blood again.
Well, they
we're
even
going
talk
to drain
about
it in basically the exact same way.
But the thing they even talk about is how they're even going they're going to harvest his organs and shit too. Yeah,
but just even the way they do it is basically the same as they did in the first movie. We're going to put some shit through his wrists.
Apparently, Kristofferson just entered the Speed Force.
So you going to start rewinding time?
Yeah.
That's how he went
for snacks.
No, that's how he went back and stopped himself from shooting himself at the end of the first movie. He's smacks the gun out of his own hand.
So that shot of the gun falling in his hand was the other Kristofferson slapping it
Knocking
away.
Yeah.
Blade saved me, therefore I love him.
He's brave, honorable. We have such low standards around here in the Vampire Nation.
Define alive.
Blade's last words. Don't tase me, bro. There it is, the blood water.
How convenient.
Why does Reedus look like a chick there in that shot? For some reason, he looked like a lady. It was weird.
The bangs.
It looked like he had makeup on. HD ruins everything.
It's some kind of chamber, non-specific,
Chamber.
no known purpose, but it's got pipes and an open blood pool.
I can't get these lights to blink in sequence.
Well, make them blink in or out of sequence. Goo!
We're gonna make a bunch of Daywalker babies.
Test tube babies.
Yeah. Robin Harris gonna walk out and start calling everyone, "You test tube baby!"
See, he was born.
Mm-hmm.
I'm next to test tube baby.
Yeah.
So he was born with that scar.
I'm a piece of shit, that's why.
Oh.
With him, I donated directly to the sperm bank myself.
Hard to squeeze it from rock. Always the knee.
Why is Norman Reedus turned away from the camera? Oh, the big reveal.
Mm-hmm.
So we just had a monologue, now we're having another monologue. Ow.
Yeah, it's gonna leave a mark. Gross.
Oh, that was like the original poster. Was that lip turned inside out, like showing the tattoo
for Blade?
Yeah, for
Blade
Blade 2 was the original poster.
Oh wow. Huh.
It was like a teaser poster, I guess.
Okay. You're like, oh, you don't know who could be a familiar.
Yeah.
Yep. Got downgraded from shit bird to shit.
He lost his bird privileges.
Bird.
He handed them the keys. You see, when that happens, I'd rather be.
Damaskino should have probably closed his little embryo chamber before he left, but
probably would have been a good idea. Hey, wait a minute. Down I go. And they're, quick, blood, let's drink it up. Pureed. And then, yeah, they get the little operating table. So, see, the other one, he was in a giant box. Now it's a
but
table.
It's still like we're gonna stick these things in your wrists, and
one of them looks like it's right around where the junk would be.
we're gonna stick it up his booty hole.
The most uncomfortable butt plug ever.
Let it get up in you, Blade.
It's just gonna ruin his slacks.
his pleather pants.
Although, I mean, Reinhardt already kind of did. Yeah.
Ow.
I guess there's some kind of cloth.
Yeah, we're not getting caught by that this movie.
Why me, Lord? What have I ever done? Oh, no. Oh, like they don't see him there. I love that.
Yeah, just turn your head left.
Yeah. They're the worst guards ever.
This is the problem with villain
You're immortal,
helmets.
but you're not immortal enough to not get fired.
This is the problem with bad guy grunt helmets. They ruin peripheral vision.
Are you my daddy? Are you really my daddy? Yeah, it's like, oh, Blade's the only person who's never lied to me. I love him.
Who wouldn't? He's got like weird
gnarled ass arthritis.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's got like some fucking osteoarthritis hands there. Could you please get your gnarled fingernails out from under my throat?
Yeah, why can't these old Nosferatu like vampires ever manicure?
I guess once you reach a certain age, you're just lackluster and don't care anymore.
Yeah,
you're not the catch you were back in 1875.
So, I'm too old for that shit. I'm just gonna have my blood jello, go in my blood bath, and go pump out some more vampire test babies.
It's Tom Cruise. Oh, he's running.
If only we had doors that closed.
Our bullets do not seem to be working on him. It's like we created this monster and it's destroying us. I'll show you how to fight like an old man.
Also nice of them to have spacious crawl spaces.
Yeah.
Oh no!
My junk!
My suit! This costs more than your health.
Look what you've done.
And he did all that damage with that through that little hole in there.
Well, you
How
know.
do you get that before lifting that up? Ah. Okay, now I'm curious if Blade's pants are going to be like healed after.
They also have a healing factor.
Yeah. They just need a little blood and they'll be okay.
Little known fact: Blade's other superpowers, garment mending blood.
Football practice. All I can think of is Frank heroin. Nordberg, that's going to take me a couple of days. And he'll never call him again. Which I guess they were just supposed to be human, right? The guards. Okay, so I just
work for them.
Yeah, but I guess the strain only gets passed through vampires.
It's supposed to affect both.
Yeah,
like that's what the danger is. Like it's going to attack the food as well as the vampires.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know it's dramatic and all, but him shouting "father." I just think back to the IT crowd.
No, yeah.
Just when what's his name? Douglas Renham shows up at his dad's funeral. Yeah. Just father.
Dag. Matt Berry. Hold the elevator! Hold on! Assholes!
And see, this is why he has to kill his family. They can't even be bothered to hold the door open for him. Of course, that elevator door was able to keep him out. If only the security doors earlier, earlier in the building actually closed before he came charging in.
Oh, my sword! Wait, it looked like there's still holes in the pants. At least at this point. But of course, the pants haven't had blood yet. So.
Yes, we're going to get them a drink right now. Go on, get. Blump.
Just like the end of Scarface. Hey, Kool-Aid!
Now I'm going to hear her walk away. His mistake was that he looked at the explosion.
I was going to say, I feel like the Doors should be playing right now. This is the end. This was a big hit. This song that's about to come out, was it Nosy or whatever his name? I forget.
Oh, it's Crystal Method.
Yeah. Because this was also in...
Listen, all you motherfuckers!
I think it was also in Zoolander, or at least in the trailer for Zoolander. Oh, yeah, see, his pants still have the holes in them. Hey, let's attack him one at a time. It seems to be working.
Yeah, he really goes for head trauma in this one.
Yeah.
He just sticks one of those
into somebody's
tasers in his one of their faces.
Yeah.
Getting some punches, but we're getting a lot of high kicks. That guy just decided, just gonna flail at him. It's my first day.
High on O negative.
Yeah. How do you guys like it? How do you like getting shocked? Huh?
Speed Force.
Yeah.
Speed Force into his face. And was it the last guy? Yeah, he does a suplex.
Yes. Was that the German suplex?
Yeah.
And then he just pops right up. Just. I thought he was going to take off his belt.
Also, this has been disproven. You can't stop a sword like this.
You can't if you have super strength and super reflexes.
And bear in mind where the sword goes first. Ugh.
Don't forget your trusty sidekick.
I bet the pro-lifers had a field day with this scene.
Okay, you missed some embryos.
I'll get them later.
Oh no.
Oh no, the shopping mall's closing.
Oh crap, is this chopping mall?
Not if he disowns you.
You owe me so many years of child support.
I just have one question for you. Who is my mother?
The prodigal son.
Oh, good. You found me. You've passed my test.
Yeah. You've earned the right to sit at my side.
Yes.
It was all part of the plan.
Yeah.
Now put aside all this killing of
Also-
everyone I know.
I'm fairly certain that Damaschino bleeds Palmolive.
It's like NyQuil.
Yeah, see?
It has a blue-green.
Yep. He's soaked in it, Madge. Quick, get the dishes.
Don't get it on my shoe.
Yeah,
this is, I always thought it was kind of cool.
the crack. Yeah.
Like he turns to stone because he looks
Yeah.
like he's made out of marble.
Yeah.
He turns into it.
And then he cracks, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which he uses that effect again in Hellboy 2 with the, whatever the hell he was. The weird mystic fairies or whatever they were.
Oh, that's what the bloodbaths were for. To moisturize.
Mm. That's not what I meant to do. Okay.
No, that's not closing the circle. If it's not going to kill me, that doesn't close the circle. Wait, Blade, you missed. You don't get it. She asked me to. See, that effect.
Oh,
That
missed
okay.
it by that much.
I didn't go Uncanny Valley on the transition. Or whatever.
Oh.
I like that sword.
That's my favorite sword.
And then fighting happens.
Ensues, if you will.
Yes. Oh.
The Matrix. Oh. Superhero landing. He's about to do the rock bottom. Although, if I recall, Nomak does land an atomic elbow in this scene.
Yeah, that's right. He goes for the top turnbuckle.
Yeah.
Flies across the room.
Yeah, right here.
Right,
here comes the atomic elbow. There it is.
Oh, ow, ow.
Oh, I almost into a leg drop. Bear hug.
No, he's just a chiropractor. He's cracking his back. It's fine. And now Blade's returning the favor.
I do like, I do like this. Oh, I never noticed that the bone actually protruded. Like how he fixes his arm. Yeah.
Okay. That's why we had the extra flare on the arm turning.
Yeah.
Ow. And the glasses are fine.
Yeah, like I said, those are the best damn pair of glasses ever made.
His head goes through marble or whatever.
Yeah.
Glasses are fine.
Yeah. Oh, Ray certainly knows how to make a band.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah, it does turn into like a little bit of like a weird mix of an MMA match and a wrestling match.
Yeah.
When he climbs up on that thing in the background and does
that
all the way across the room elbow drop.
Yeah.
Fuck your mouth.
Well, and this was at the height of the Attitude Era, so they probably knew that. Okay, we got a lot of
the next one.
Yeah.
Triple H.
That's right. Yeah.
With his fucking vampire Pomeranian.
Or a Reaper Pomeranian at that.
Yeah. Even what's his name? Ryan Reynolds even says like a vampire Pomeranian. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Have you seen my dog? Can you check the lobby?
And this is where my brother was like, you can see him make the choice that he was going to die through the makeup. He's like, that's pretty rad that they were able to do that.
Yeah. That's. So see, he was always in pain until this moment.
Oh, so that's the cure. Death.
A painful death.
Got the prescription for your pain. Just a little stab through the heart.
Well, I took out his jacket too.
That was vintage.
It was that epic. It took out all of his clothes.
All right, I'm gonna go cry now.
Yeah. Maybe I can
Shaking
shoulder shrug.
Shaking it off like Taylor Swift.
Her Florence and the Machine.
Blade's thing is so unfair. I didn't even get to hit it yet.
But it's like, you barely knew each other, and he's sitting there all all heartbroken and shit.
That's what a bar hookup is, Chris.
That is as close as he's gotten to a date in years.
Ever since the hematologist or whatever left the series.
I would have preferred it if it was I respect her as a fan, even though she's a vampire, I respect her, and I'm I want to bang the shit out of her.
I mean, look at her. She's wearing leather and she's hot.
Vampire dominatrix.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a second I thought the helipad had like the Triple X logo on it. Vin Diesel
You've entered the Xander zone.
That's not green screen at all.
No, not at all.
I mean, you'd think that she'd be in pain, but look, she's all like, "Oh, I get to see the sunrise for the first time. It's glorious."
Well, this is probably the best vampire effect they've done. Yeah.
Just like 30 Days of Night.
That's something that's like an underrated vampire movie.
I always hated the little girl scene though. Just those scenes like that, I think, are overdone.
That thing with the dude from Spartacus. Oh God, what was his name? He played Deathstroke on Arrow.
Okay, yeah, I know.
With him when he turns into a vampire and they just fuck him up.
Mm-hmm.
Masturbate with some razor blades, bro.
They talk about how they had to reshoot this scene for ratings reasons, because originally there was sperm on the mirror or on the glass, but they had to take it out.
CGI'd away?
Yeah. It's like right around, they talked about that, like how
on the glass. Razor blades, because that's what I do.
No loose ends.
Genius. Oh.
And written by David Goyer.
Yeah, the guy who wrote the first Demonic Toys movie.
Yep. Which, I mean, to be fair, like, I think he does get kind of a bad rap because...
Well, I mean, he wrote the
Dark Knight trilogy. Yeah, except for the third one, which I think is the weakest one. Stan Lee and Avi Arad. But yeah, no, I guess I love this one more so than the first, just because, like I said, I think the stakes are a little higher. Yeah, there's a legitimate threat, and that the Reapers can actually, because it's not like the other vampires could really do anything to Blade in the first one. The Reapers could actually turn him, and then also, like I said, I mean, this one has more of a horror movie feel to it as opposed to just an action movie.
Yeah, I think they've got a good balance. Like the opening sequence, you see Blade, absolute badass. Kill vampires like nothing, and then now we got these things that are actually putting up a threat.
Yeah,
you can't just spray some bullets and kill them in a second.
Well, and you also had the fact that Kris Kristofferson plays a more central role in this one too, because in the other one he was just kind of like off to the side. In here, he's in the thick of it, I think that's
didn't feel that way in the next one.
Oh no! In the next one, they make short work of that. So big. I don't know if he just didn't want to do it. He was like,
he probably read the script.
Yeah,
it was probably like that whole Mortal Kombat Annihilation scenario where they're like all the people that were in the last movie read the script for the new one. They're like, yeah, you know what? I don't think so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh man, Scud. I always forget that's his name.
Chupa.
Yep. Valorant.
Jigsaw.
Which one? Oh, was Jigsaw no, Golem
Redhead?
Was the... I thought that was like the one with the V.
Chode.
Teabag. Who wants to go around being named Chode or Teabag? Come on.
Maybe like Tobin or Squee.
There's like name assigned in the social circles, like just pecking order.
I can it's like Guillermo del Toro just coming with that on the spot. Like, you're going to be chilled. I'm going to call you chilled.
Okay.
But no, trying to think, like, there was a bunch of stuff that I know, if you've watched the DVD, there's a bunch of extra stuff kind of revolving around Whistler that didn't make it in there, like, because they really wanted to make you think, oh god, maybe he is, maybe he isn't working for the vampires type of thing. And then there was some other stuff, I think, with Norman Reedus' character that they kind of threw in there. But, I mean, pretty much what you see, it was what Del Toro wanted. I mean, I'm sure the CGI was not one of those things.
Like I said, I have a feeling like they were like, oh, we need a couple more hits in there.
Yeah.
But Wesley Snipes wasn't available or something. So
Yeah.
they're like, oh, we'll do it with CGI.
Yeah.
Not very good.
No.
Like certain deepfakes.
Yeah.
These thoughts of
Did
that.
it? Oh.
Yeah, things David S. Goyer wrote before this one. Well, prior, I mean, first Blade, but just before Blade on his writing credits, Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV movie.
Oh, the one with David Hasselhoff?
Yep, 1998. But before that, screenplay for Dark City. So he's had good stuff.
Yeah, Dark City I love.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, Goyer came from comic books, too. Like, he started out, so I think he'd written for, like, The Flash and, like, a bunch of DC properties he
Mike
actually
Mignola.
wrote for. Yeah. Oh,
Mike Mignola.
Yeah, well, it's because he's friends with Guillermo, yeah. So, yeah, and I guess the kind of the look.
Hellboy connection.
Yeah. I guess, yeah, the look of the Reapers is very similar to some, like, it's like Hellboy monsters and stuff. So, yeah. And it's probably was when they were on the set. It was like, I'd like to direct a Hellboy movie, and they probably
start talking about it on the making of this.
Yeah, and how like I'd like to cast this guy with the face that pretty much looks like Hellboy without any makeup in the role. Oh, yeah, this is a rare, like, especially for like this time period of a role for Ron Perlman where he's not in heavy makeup, because really in like the 80s, 90s.
Bad haircut.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to call that haircut. But
It was a very.
This and Alien Resurrection are the two worst haircuts he's ever had.
Yeah, it was like the most receding of hairlines.
The chin strap beard on the back of his head.
But no, like I said, I love this movie. I think this, the time and this was around, because this was in the middle of kind of like the beginning of the boom, because prior to this, X-Men had come out, Spider-Man had come out, and then this had come out, and then I think, I'm trying to remember, unfortunately, the following year was a dark year in comic book history, because that's when Ang Lee's Hulk came out, which, awful.
Like, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about dogs. Hulked up poodle.
Don't forget, the version that I saw of that was a pre-release version where they hadn't finished all the CGI. So there's a scene where the Hulk was not completed, like he didn't put his pants on in a couple of shots. So there's a shot when the tanks were after him in the desert, and he jumped on one of them, and the camera swings by where his butt is, and there's no pants on his ass. So I saw a Hulk boot.
I thought you were gonna say like, there was some swinging green penis.
Hulk dong, No, I saw a Hulk dong or Hulk butt. So.
Oh wow. These are okay.
Milk and honey. Oh my goodness.
At first, I was thrown off by what there was. Those are the songs. I was like, cowboy. What?
Probably the biggest soundtrack that Guillermo del Toro's had in a movie.
Yeah. What about Pacific? Although Pacific Rim was mostly scored.
Yeah, I didn't have any. I don't think it had any songs.
Yeah.
But like New Line was always pushing for that kind of thing because of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Going platinum.
No real Reapers were hurt during the making of this film.
Nice.
Is there a post-credit scene?
Well, I mean, it is a comic book movie.
We didn't do that yet.
No.
Because
it started.
And then you don't need to watch any more after this, but
we're going to. Yeah. I mean, we want you to watch it at least one time so you can hear our commentary.
Yeah.
With it.
Outside of that.
Yeah.
but be sure to look up Blade on AOL.
Yes.
Yes. Keyword Blade.
Keyword Blade.
But yeah.
I guess the only thing throw out there would be our D&D campaign, Tides of Flame, on the Old Ass Retro Gamers YouTube channels where the Twitch streams get uploaded. So
Twitch.tv/the Old Ass Retro Gamer, and the replays are on YouTube.com/the Old Ass Retro.
Yes. I'm on that with Kris and some others, and yeah, it's been a good time hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, thank you for doing the show. We'll have to have you back. Hopefully, it'll be one that you can choose as opposed to having to,
like choose it for you.
Yeah,
I always feel bad that we're making people watch movies we hate. Jason with Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Yeah.
Nah, it's all good.
But, I mean, at least
good.
this is one we love,
Yeah.
So, for those of you listening, I want to say thank you, and remember, if you like what it is that we do here, please remember to like, subscribe, and most importantly, Kris, what should they do?
Subscribe, you nipplehead.
And share.
Oh, that too. Share, or you'll be one cunt hair away from hillbilly heaven.